Hello and welcome to another video. So this is a Wilfred? I don't know. This is Walfrid, whatever it is. This card, the deck primarily based around using this card effectively. It runs mostly mid-range style cards and then basically uses this as a kind of finisher to open up different options. This deck hasn't had any testing. It was recommended to me by Fuel, I guess. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I completely butchered your name. It'll probably be in the title, so you can find it there. That's fine. As always, the link to this deck will be in the description below. And we're just going to get right into it and give it a shot. I'm not sure exactly what kind of plays to go for. I'm guessing mainly just play it as a mid-range up until kind of the ending sort of time period. The deck definitely has room for improvement. The guy who created it and myself come to that conclusion pretty quickly just by looking at it. That it could definitely be improved. It's just a matter of testing it and playing it out. But it's worth a shot, you know? It's something different, and I like different. I want to bring you guys all the different kind of coverage I can, so why not? We'll hold on to the Floral, and we'll keep the Naval Guard, just because I'm interested in that. I'm definitely interested in seeing if I can get this to work. That's going to be the big part. Relying on that Enhance might not be a bad option either. So, no turn 1. We may actually have to play this turn 2 just for board presence. Other than that, the Floral and the Luminous are going to be huge pushes, especially going second. Couldn't ask for a much better opener, really. We'll push out the Naval Guard, we'll push out the Troop, and then we'll push out the Floral on 4 for a full board, probably, if they don't clear my stuff, which would be quite nice, honestly. Then all we need to manage is pulling off a nice Luminous Mage. Obviously this deck is going to be, you know, since it's more of a mid-rangey style, you're going to want to be trying to keep the board full, you're going to want to keep hitting the guy's face, and trying to manage the board in an appropriate way. Interesting to go up against Dirt Rune as an opening match though. Alrighty, we're definitely dropping Floral. It's just too much value to not drop Floral. I'm thinking attacking, just because even if they take the Evolve here, they're going to lose that to the Floral anyway. Plus, this way I can probably just drop Luminous Mage or one of the... Sorry, Amelia Paladin. Be nice too. If they play up to 3 things and don't hit my face. Okay. Not a card I like, personally, because it's annoying, but with what they've got, it means I can easily play Amelia, which I like. I can take advantage of Amelia's 0-drop. Which is really nice to be able to use. With that, I should be able to use Amelia to close off the 3-3 and then clear off the 0-2. Base for some more damage. Plus, since the Luminous Mage does supply us with free evolves, if our board can stay this full, we can drop a Luminous. We'll probably trade off something, probably go that way trading. Play the Luminous and boost everything by 1, or they just drop Calamus. Alright, that works too. But this basically leaves me free room to set up for Vanguard. Or we could actually just set up another Luminous. That might actually be better. I'm interested in how I should play this out. I think we might go with Vanguard just because then we could play Luminous off its last word if that happens. If not, we might just play the Luminous straight off anyway and go for that extra damage. This deck has potential, I think, and I'm very interested in trying to refine it. Wow, is this actually a PTP rune? Interesting. Must be. I think I tested a variation of this deck actually, so that's quite surprising. So if that rams here, if they don't trade into my stuff, then Luminous Mage is actually going to get some value, which is nice. Alright, so that plus this Evolve is a shit ton of stuff. I think we just kill this off for the trade and take 6 damage to face though. That's pretty damn good if you ask me. We've also got another Luminous, so if we have to, we should be able to play that as long as we don't get cleared again. But this deck seems to be really good at recycling. Ooh, that's going to be nice. Another Luminous play on a full board. And Albert for 9. You can't ask for a much better hand than this right now. It does help that I'm going up against a deck that isn't exactly meta, which is good, because having 2 different variations is really nice. So my sword deck that isn't top tier, and their rune deck that obviously isn't top tier, really suits well for this style of matchup and keeps things interesting. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We'll probably go into a second game. I believe we have time, so we'll get to test this deck in a second game. But I think you guys do get the basic idea. You want to keep your board presence, pop the Luminous Mages where you can. Hopefully with something on board. You don't want to be playing those on an empty board unless you have to. And then using things like Albert, and I'd really like to use the Walfrid or whatever it is as a finisher, but I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to test that. If not, we might leave it for another time, and we might come and revisit this kind of deck. There's a few decks I do want to go back over soon, hopefully. Hopefully we'll get to check those out, along with other things that I'm hopefully going to be working on very soon, if I can just find some people to work with. So don't forget, guys, if you do want to work with me on some tournament-style videos, basically we do a best of 3. We pick 2 decks, we play a best of 3 kind of elimination-style game, where I can just have the rules organized, but we can work that out between us. And then basically I will feature you on my channel, so if you are a smaller YouTuber or are just really interested in getting out there on the scene, you should hit me up in the Discord, which will be in the link below. You'll find it under the Shadow Nexus header. That way we can try and arrange something and hopefully get some nice content out for everyone. Definitely going to be interesting. We have the Walfrid straight away, which is really nice. +2/+2 to all other followers. Give all officers ward. So, great thing about this is combo it with Sea Queen. I would have liked to have probably one more Sea Queen, but I only have one, so we're only running one. But maybe combo Sea Queen turn 7 and then drop Walfrid turn 8 would be really good. I just feel like that's not a bad way to combo off. Don't really like where this play is going, honestly. But we may actually have to drop Sea Queen on 6. I'm just not sure yet. We'll just have to wait and see. It's actually nice to see Rune and Blood today, instead of Dragon and Shadow decks everywhere. It's nice to see something a little different. Alright, so we do get our first evolve, but we have nothing to evolve. This is the only time I think a Luminous Mage would have been an advantage for me. This isn't too bad. I mean, it does kind of waste an evolve, which sucks. But it does deal with the 4/4 and leaves me room to deal with that 1/1, which is quite nice. And it opens up the possibility for hopefully another good turn 6 if we can draw into something. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to have to play Sea Queen, which really feels bad, man. Really feels bad. Don't want to play Sea Queen, but... actually, Amelia is gonna work. We don't get it for 0, but we do get it for 2. Which almost works as well, so it's not too bad.
Isn't demonic armor lovely?
Witness the power.
Try this on for size.
Live long, Amelia.
You wouldn't. No good.
Alrighty. So we should be able to drop the Sea Queen for a full board. I'm a little worried about something like Revelations, but we should be out of range of that for the most part. We are going to probably evolve this Otohime just to deal with the 4/2 and hopefully take up the extra damage from the 2/1, thus leaving us a full board to boost with Walfrid. I'm very interested in seeing if I can pull this combo off. I'll be really disappointed if they do clear my board. I'd love to see this happen. Pretty sure we're also out of range of snakes, because snakes should be 8. Actually, sorry, with the Baphomet, it'll be actually earlier, won't it? But they are only on 20, which means until they hit the lowest, we should be fine. Alright, what are we going to see happen here? Another Baphomet, okay. And another one. Alright. and no evolve. Alrighty. Gonna be amazing. I actually get to pull off the combo for once. How nice is this? Alright. I was gonna go all face, but I think we'll just take the trades and deal 3. Now these are real guards. I mean, like, bodyguards with ward and boosted stats. These are true Otohime guards right here. What an awesome play. Okay, so that makes things a little more difficult. Not much, just a little bit. So that absorbs 5. I don't want to really put them right in it, so we're kind of just gonna... We'll get rid of that first. Probably deal 6 and end, just so we don't put them in Vengeance straight away. This way they kind of either have to force themselves into Vengeance and waste some points, or... I don't know, something, I guess. Oh, that Hungering Horde. Jesus. Okay, that's actually pretty reasonable. I mean, I get that 5, which is fine. I'm not in a great spot. I mean, can't actually deal with this, which really sucks. I think I take the Advent Blader. I try and draw into something. And I did get something, so that's actually quite good. Getting these 2 wards should help. Alright, so they are in Vengeance. So we are at risk of Revelations, but that will also kill their board. So I don't think that's a big deal. Ooh, Blood Pact for a double draw. They must be searching now for Revelations. I think that's the only thing. That or maybe some potential healing. Because they're not going to be playing Snake now. Because it's not going to help them. It's only going to burn their points. This has definitely become a very interesting game. Alright, so they did get the healing, but it's not going to be enough. Ooh, actually, it's just enough to keep him out of range of being killed from board, but we know, as you can see in my hand, the Novice Trooper is more than enough damage to close this game out. Well, surprisingly, this deck's done very well. I'd like to thank the creator of this deck again. I'm not going to try and butcher your name this time, so I apologize. But if you guys enjoyed this deck, make sure to check it out in the deck list below in the description. You can also hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.